Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm wishing you a very happy 2021. Honestly, I'm hoping that this year brings you love, prosperity, and all the reading goals that um, you can accomplish basically. And I hope you accomplish all your reading goals. So, yay! Basically, in this video, I'm going to be talking about all my reading goals 2021, and all of this has been kind of thought through. I want to make these measurable goals, but I don't think I'll be able to. But let's see how it works out. I my goals generally are pretty impulsive at times, but I do have like a few major goals or visions that I do want to implement, and then down the line I kind of maybe tweak it a bit or enhance it a bit, or otherwise I just like delete it a bit if it's required, and or maybe I scrap it altogether. Okay, so I mean, I really admire people who have like these measurable reading goals and they meet at the end of the year, but for me it's not possible because I'm a very impulsive person, and when I kind of like do that particular thing, it just crumbles down, and maybe like I put a lot of pressure on myself and then I get sad that, oh my god, this had happened. So that's my current situation, that's what I feel for now. That being said, let's get to my 2021 reading goals, and again, these are like overview. This is like an overview of everything I want to do, so it's like all major points, and I try to break down by talking to you and explaining what I'm aiming to do with respect to goals. So the first goal that I have is read less, read more challenging books, take your time. Okay, so basically with this goal, I do have a small notes written on my YouTube notebook or book notebook that I call it. So this is my 2021 book notebook that I have. Well, the point is, in 2020, I kind of read 92 books, like until 31st December, that is. After my video explaining all the books I read in 2020, I added 2 more books to that. So in the last week of 2020, I read 2 more books. And it was very nice. I had a very nice reading experience. But one of the things that I've been very articulate about, or very, I would say, like something I want to really concentrate on are challenging books. Because it's easy to read 100 books per year when you're reading like genre fiction. But then it's not easy to read the same when you have challenging books on your shelf. So for example, right in the frame, I have a challenging book called A Suitable Boy by Vikram Seth, which I need to read ASAP. But it's like super huge, dude. Like it's super duper huge. Okay, so that gets a bit intimidating, and that's why I call Vikram Seth challenging, A Suitable Boy, a challenging book. So that being said, it's just that I want to concentrate more on quality and quantity, and I want to really read less books this year. I don't want to read 90 books or 100 books. I'll be happy with just 50 or 40, and I think that's going to be even my first milestone of reading goal. Maybe I'll just go for like 20 books, and then I'll increment it from there. So that being said, another sub point within this goal is generally I read 4 books at a time, but I don't think I want to do that anymore. I think I'll reduce it to 3 books. So whenever I say 4 books, it's like 3 plus 1 audiobook. I always have 1 audiobook going on the side while I'm reading these 3 books, but now it'll be like 2 books, ebook or physical book, with 1 audiobook on the side. So I think this is something that I'm doing in order to give myself time, in order to concentrate on other mini projects that I can introduce this year. The thing is that last year I didn't have any mini project going on. I just had like my reading project going on and my art project going on, like if you can term those as projects. But I do have like a few things that I want to do other than art and reading this year, and I just want to give time for it. So that's why I'm okay reading less, but I want to read challenging books. Like that's the aim. Read slow, read less, but read those books that intimidate you a lot. So another thing that I am planning to do, so this is the second one, it would be 1 short story book a month. So Vivek Tejuja, who's a famous book blogger in India, he is doing 1 short story a day over 365 days, and I found that very interesting. I think many people were inspired by him as well, because he does have a lot of short story books apparently. Because when I asked him that how are you, going to read this, or where are you going to read this, he stated that everything's going to be like physical books, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. So even I have a lot of short story books, and I want to like at least pick up one short story book a month. So maybe like I've not thought this through yet, because for now I am still I'm reading 6 books at a time for now. Okay, because I have like 3 books coming in from 2020, and I have 2 books that I have to start today on 1st Jan, because these are a part of group reads that I'm having, or buddy reads that I'm having, which I'll be talking about in my next week's weekly reads. So I still have like 6 books going on, kind of like 5 books, but I have like one more book. I know it's somewhere or the other, because I think it's a book for review or something. But anyway, the point being that I'm still yet to implement 3 book thing, and I'm yet to implement. I don't know how it's going to pan out. So I don't know if I'm going to be reading like 3 books at a time, if one book will be a short story book or not. Because I'm anyway going to be reading like 1 short story or 2 short stories per week. So maybe, considering that I want to read 1 short story book a month, I'll be like 2 like full-fledged novels / novellas, then 1 audiobook, and then 1 short story book. So that way I'll be like carrying like just 1 book for the entire month. So that's also a plan that I have. And also, that being said, like my monthly goal for reading would be just like 4 books. That's it. Okay, because I know that I get through audiobooks quickly, so I know that I'll be able to like instead of like 6 books. So generally I have a name of 6 books to complete every month, because I do use an app to track my reading. But then this time I'll be just like 4 books a month, and I'm happy with it. So if I finish 4 books a month, 4 is a 48 books a year. That's cool for me, and I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. Okay, so yeah, that's that. My third goal is basically to read more non-fiction books. The thing is that until a point of time, I used to not like non-fiction a lot, especially because a lot of non-fiction that I was introduced to would be self-help, and I really don't like self-help apparently. But I really enjoy memoirs, historical non-fiction, and also political non-fiction. I like political non-fiction a lot too, and that's why I've decided that in 2021 I'm going to be reading a lot of non-fiction, especially memoirs and political non-fiction, because historical non-fiction as well, but I know what I want to read in historical non-fiction. With memoirs, I know like 3 memoirs I want to read, and also with the political non-fiction part of it, I know the books that I want to read, but I know there are many of them that's coming in. So I'll be discussing all of this in a future video. But yes, my third aim is to read a lot of non-fiction, and to kind of acquaint myself with a lot of topics that I do not know anything about. So that's a plan. Getting on to my fourth goal, and that is not buying books until August. Now, when I say not buying books until August, it means I'm not going to be buying physical books till August. I put myself a cap till 31st. Like whatever you know, buy till 31st. Now the thing is that one of the things that's happening in 2021 is this background is going. Okay, so I'll be moving in maybe the next 3 to 4 months, and that's why this background that you see currently will be just like not there anymore, and all these books will have a new home. Surprise. Aren't you curious? I think it's going to be curious. So I'll let you know in due time when all of this stuff does happen. But it's going to happen for sure in 2021, where I'm going to be moving, and all my books will get a new home to just stay basically. And that being said, I do not want to buy physical books till August, because August is when the Twice Told sale comes up. So Twice Told sale is basically the sale that where I have done. I mean, I have a lot of book hauls from the sale, so you can go and check it out in the description box again. And it's basically like booksellers from various cities, and also booksellers from Mumbai, like a lot of street booksellers as well, or small shops that come forward and sell books in during the Independence month, that is August. So till August, no physical books are going to be bought. Even if I want to buy something, I'll buy maybe a Kindle version of it, but that's it. Like I'm not going to touch anything other than like, I just want to like do this. So last year also I had done the same thing, but last year I had done it for the whole year. But in August, when the sale came up and I realized that there are lovely books that I do want to buy, I ended up buying them anyway. But this year I want to do it till the sale, till August, so that the first half I do not accumulate books. And for me the main issue is space, because this one does not hold a lot of books, and I have to even like stack books on top of the shelf in order to like hold it. So yeah, that's the thing. Okay, cool. So yeah, not buying books till August. Cool. I hope you can do it, Jyotsna. I hope you can do this. Yes. Okay. So the I would say last I won't say the last goal. I would say this is like one of the final goals in this list, but I will be adding to these later on when I feel like. One of my final goals actually for 2021 would be to just read whatever the F I want, and to just take a chill pill, and just to say no whenever I don't feel like it. And this is a very important thing, right? This is a very, very, very important anecdote in my life, because I end up like jumping into a lot of readathons, and then I don't end up reading books from my shelf. And this has happened in 2020 with me. And then I realized, oh my god, I'm not reading books in my shelf, and then I go into that panic mode again. So I don't want to do that. Whenever I feel uncomfortable with a readathon or a group read, I let the person who's hosting it know that, okay, you know what, this time I cannot join in because I have a lot of stuff going on, and that's completely okay. The thing with me is that I tend to be a lot of more like an optimist. So whenever I see like a new readathon or anything like that comes up, I just jump in. I'm like, yeah, I'll do this. But then I need to realize that even I have that kind of human capacity, and even I cannot like read a lot of books. So currently, whichever group reads I am already a part of, like I know. So currently I have a buddy read going on with Sean the Book Maniac, which started today. So we had already decided this a long time back. Especially when we had the Zoom chat, that's when we decided that we wanted to do this. So that's like totally in. So all of these are like pre-decided ones. Like there's also one with Leo, but I'm not sure if it's like I think it's like a closed group read, and again that was informed like way back, and I'm part of that one too. So current, and also like I'll be like jumping into group reads only when I see that whatever I have, like the bookshelf or my Kindle inventory, whatever I have can match with the prompts and stuff like that, then only will I tend to jump into readathons. Of course, I'll be doing the Asian readathon this year. That's something I'm looking out for. But the point is, I have to say no when I feel I am exceeding that particular capacity. Okay, like one of my most, I would say, common things that I face is burnout, and I normally face it professionally because I'm a workaholic. But also like book wise, I don't want to face a burnout. I have faced a burnout book wise as well, and I went into a mini slump at that time, and I was not reading much. And but then at that time, reducing the number of books helped me a lot. So yeah, that's the plan. Like I want to like not go crazy. I want to just be like peaceful, and also I want to pick up some mini projects along the way, which are not related to reading but related to my life. And also I want to just chill the F out, like really, and read challenging books, do whatever I wish. And that's it. Those are all my goals actually for 2021. And I've been watching a lot of like goals of yours. Like if you are a booktuber, then I've already watched your goal video, honestly. And one of the biggest common things that I see in the goals, at least of those people whose videos I keep watching, it's just that people want to read less this year, because last year was like people read a lot last year. Okay, and I totally agree with it. I mean, always quantity, it does not matter. It's the quality that matters a lot. So it's very important that we focus on the quality and not the quantity of this whole situation. So that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great New Year's Eve, and I hope you're staying safe, because today's 1st Jan and the pandemic's not gone yet. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my tomorrow's video. Bye.